Hi everyone, this is KURA and you're watching The Drop. So we're gonna listen to Zeta Sound, Me and You. Let's see what we got here. So actually this track by Zeta Sound, I really like it. It's like a deep house kind of track. It's really well produced. It's for me it's really solid. The balance between the bass line, the synth. It's minimal, so it doesn't have a lot of things going around. The only thing I would do is in the second breakdown, I would shorten it a little bit. But for me personally, this is a track that could be signed by a label like Spinnin. A lot of producers make the mistake of mixing all the tracks in a very high volume, so that can deceive you, and the kick drum is going to be very prominent in terms relating to the the synths and everything. So maybe you have to push the kick drum, but it's so loud that you don't feel the need. So mix it at a low level, and I know it takes a lot of work, but put all the channels down and start your way up channel by channel. So the next one is by Edgar Orn. It's called By Your Side. I mean, again, this is a track kind of in the same line as the previous one, really deep. It's very commercial. The only thing I would point out is just you cannot recognize Edgar's style in this, his own fingerprint. It's not unique enough. I mean, it doesn't mean that it's not a good track, it is. But as an artist, I believe the most important thing is you have to create your own brand. It's hard because I've dealt with the same thing. I was doing music for a long time, and actually Jorn told me, hey KURA, the song is good, but it's not unique. And I was like, but I don't understand, but it's still good. Yeah, but it's not unique, KURA. You need to make stuff that stands out. When a guy plays a 1 hour, 30-minute set, that has to be the track that everybody's putting on Shazam, you know? The next one is by Odexan, and it's called Upside. So actually this track is quite different from the previous two. Disco influence kind of track, so it's different, it stands out a little bit because there's not a lot of people doing that at the moment. What I do in terms of mixing, the kick drum needs a little bit of pop, maybe you can stack it with a snare or something like that, high-end, middle high-end kind of sample. And maybe the breakdowns should be a little bit more interesting, create something that catches your attention in some way, because they're a little bit, they are telling the same story of the whole track again and again and again. You could tell the same story but in a different way a little bit, yeah. So the last one, it's by Synthbait featuring Irene Fox, and it's called To the Stars. Yeah, so this last one is, it needs a little bit of, it needs a lot of work actually. So in this case, the vocal, sometimes it feels she's off key. The mixing is, it's really poor at the moment. You cannot hear the bass line, the kick drum is very thin. You cannot hear, it's not round. Try to mix it a little bit better, add, another layer of bass. Really low bass, it's non-existent. Mid-low is very low, almost non-existent also. And this track needs a little bit of work, but we all start at some point that we don't know everything, and with experience, and if he tries again and again and again, eventually he will make it. I'm gonna tell you something, like, if it wasn't for the brutal and honest feedback that people gave me back in the day, I couldn't make some type of evolution, you know, because if you have only your friends telling you that your music is good, you're not gonna make some type of evolution. My friends and also my DJ friends, whether they don't like the track, they say, oh, KURA, sorry, this is shit. No problem, you know, I can take it, and it's the only way you can change stuff. But actually, like, it's not, they're only saying like, it's shit, oh, I don't like this part, maybe you should change it for this and this and that. I believe that's important. It's my tip for you guys if you didn't know.